Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Healing Honey. If it's your first time here, then welcome. So I want to share with you guys what's been helping me grow spiritually while I've been on my spiritual journey. What's been helping me in my life right now, things I've been learning, spiritual lessons to really grow. I love to share with you guys about self-love, how to love ourselves. But a big part of self-love, when you truly love yourself, you also hold yourself accountable and you're honest and raw and authentic with yourself. And so something that's been helping me on my spiritual journey is when something is happening in my life that I don't like, or if I'm going through a rough time, I have to humble myself and ask the universe, what am I doing wrong? Show me the things that I cannot see about myself. And this is so powerful because God is going to answer you and show you, okay, what you're doing wrong. And it's powerful because self-love doesn't just mean glossing over things and pretending that we're perfect, or pretending that there's nothing we can work on to become better and to grow. And so the more you're willing to face yourself, the more you're going to grow. And the more inner transformation you undergo, even when it's a little bit hard or uncomfortable, the more your outside world can shift and beautiful things can pour into your life. But sometimes we can block our own blessings, or we can be going through more pain than is necessary when we don't do the inner work, and when we choose to not see ourselves with clear eyes. Then the universe is going to keep putting things in our path, trying to teach us a lesson over and over and over. Like, patterns are going to continue in our life. And so to break free, to finally see the light, or to overcome something, to ease the hard times, to gain inner peace, gain inner strength and knowledge of self and power, wisdom, so many things. All these things can happen when we just humble ourselves and learn spiritual lessons. So I'm going to share with you some spiritual lessons that I've been learning in my own life, and I hope that they can help you too. To really connect with me in this video, I want you to tap in with your spirit, and we have to be honest with ourselves. You may not be facing any of these things in your own life, but if you're ever going through a rough time, ask God, like, what am I doing wrong? And then when you're humble with you, you're going to learn more about yourself, and you might see some ugly parts of yourself, but that's okay. That's how you're really going to show yourself love and grace, when you can actually see yourself with clear eyes. So it's about owning our own shortcomings, taking accountability over our own shit. Yes, that's right. And it feels a little bit icky. When you see something that you don't like about yourself, you don't have to come down on yourself. You don't have to stay in guilt or feel ashamed for too long. But how I always tell you guys, everything serves a purpose in life. And so those lower vibrations, like if you see something about yourself that you don't like and you want to change it, or you just feel ashamed in that moment, it's just letting you know that that's out of alignment with your spirit, and it's calling you to make a change. And so in this way, it serves us, because feeling guilty about something or feeling ashamed about something, it just means it's not resonating with our spirit. We're not in our truth. Something is off. Something needs to change. We're doing something wrong, and that's okay. It doesn't mean you're a horrible, bad person. And so don't get too down on yourself, and don't fall into victim mode and feel like a victim and start blaming yourself and coming down on yourself. No. Spiritual growth is just about self-awareness, loving yourself through it, which means making a change for the better, right? So when you fall down, you just get back up. You dust yourself off and you get back up, and you try your best to learn the lesson, because otherwise you're going to keep falling down over the same thing until you get it. Okay, so how to grow spiritually. What am I learning on my spiritual journey right now? A big lesson, spiritual lesson that I am learning in my life right now, that the universe is pushing me down on my butt over and over again until I can fully embody this is patience. Patience. When I can look at myself with clear eyes, logically, practically, I see how impatient I can be, how snappy, and how I want it quick, fast, in a hurry, right now. I don't want to wait. I want it now. And that is not the way life works. Patience is a virtue, and the thing is that no matter, you can stomp your feet, you can want something bad, but all of that is the ego. Your spirit has to trust in divine timing, because the thing is that we can become selfish, and selfishness just, it means like you're just focused on yourself, what you want, what's in your best interest, what affects you, how you feel, right? And you're just worried about me, I want, I need, I think, I. Okay, and that is not moving from the spirit. Bad thing, like, you're gonna get nowhere that way. You're gonna become frustrated that way. It's not healthy to be in that state of mind. And so selflessness instead, what benefits everyone. Divine timing is very much about not just what benefits you, but what benefits all, what is for the good of all, not just yourself. And so spiritual lessons, what am I learning on my spiritual journey? To embody patience, and it can be tough because it means loosening your grip and trusting in the divine. But as humans, we can be on a power trip and want things, like feel like we're the doer, so we're gonna do all these things to make it happen, but there's only so much you can do. Being humble means trusting in God and knowing that the universe is more powerful than you. You're going to receive whatever it is that you desire when it is meant to come into your life, if it is meant to come into your life. So that's why you'll hear spiritual masters saying that desire is the root of all suffering, because when you are wanting something so bad, then you're trying to control life and you're wanting it quickly. You can become obsessed, and instead the universe, the whole time, the universe is like, if you could just chill, if you could just learn to be patient, I'm going to give you what you want, or something even better. It's more amazing than you can even imagine, but you're being impatient. You're being a spoiled brat right now, and so you're not going to get anything. And so I'm like, it's crazy when you can look at yourself and in a way judge yourself, like call yourself out on your stuff. Are you patient? And I don't just mean at Starbucks waiting for them to give you your coffee or whatever, your iced chai latte or whatever the case is. I mean like for your most, the things you want the most in life, right? So whether it's a relationship, or whether it's a certain position in life, a career, a certain job, a certain car that you want, a certain physique that you want to look, or a certain amount of money that you want, whatever it is that you want so bad in life, are you being patient? Are you being grateful? Are you being selfish in your desires, right? And so these are like deep things that can feel weird to see within ourselves, but it's gonna teach us, and it's gonna help us, like, so there's pride and there's humility. The biggest reason why we may not even want to look at our own selves clearly is because we have too much pride. And that's the ego. That is the ego in full effect, where the ego thinks, I didn't do anything wrong. I got it 100% right. I know what's going on. They don't know. They're wrong. I'm right. It doesn't matter what they think. It just matters what I think. And so we have to be careful of pride. Be careful of pride, which can show up in so many ways. Okay, guys, so another spiritual lesson that I've been learning in my own life, what I've been learning on my spiritual journey, is how to the importance of learning to balance my mind and logic, my masculine energy, with my feelings and intuition, feminine energy, because we all have both. And if you're out of balance, it's going to cause disruption in your life. And so we want to be able to see things logically, practically, but balance that with how we feel. How we feel matters, but also facts are facts, right? And so it's about balancing. If you're too much in your feminine, then you can get lost in your feelings. And it could be, especially as a woman, it could just spiral, but even as a man, like if you're too much in your feminine energy and you're not even thinking logically, you can start to get dramatic, you can start to assume the worst, and vice versa. If you're too much in your mind, you can start overthinking, you can start have dark thoughts that can take over, and we forget that we're the spirit in the body and we can actually balance ourselves. We realize that we're not the mind. We can tell the mind what to do. Use our mind instead of letting our mind control us. We can assert control over our mind and literally tell your mind what to think. And as far as the feelings go, let them serve you. Stay true to yourself. How do you feel? And allow it to be there, but also think practically. So it's a huge spiritual lesson that I'm learning in my life, is like not to be too much in my feelings and also not to be too much in my mind, but to find harmony, find balance. It's this delicate dance. And so what can help me, what might help you, is writing things down, because you're able to just see your feelings clearly and you're able to counter that with logic to find a healthy balance for yourself. But remember patience. When you're going through a hard time, check your ego. The universe, hard times, difficulties means there's some resistance. There's something out of balance. There's something that needs to change. There's something that needs to shift. You're out of alignment, right? You're learning some tough lessons about yourself. And so we can so often point the finger out to blame others or blame the world, but it starts within, right? When we look within, it's powerful, because inner transformation, then outer transformation. So what have I been learning on my spiritual journey, okay? And this is real. The beauty of shadow work is just authenticity, right? Okay. What have I been learning on my spiritual journey? That I'm quite stubborn. Now, I am an earth sign. And look at your placements, because it's going to help reveal yourself to you. We all have different ways that we need to grow, but instead of being stubborn, ask yourself, are you stubborn? And can you be more flexible? Can you be more adaptable? Which is so powerful in life. You want to learn how to adapt. Be flexible, flow with life instead of being in resistance to life. You can't always have it your way. But the beautiful thing is that the universe is always on your side. The divine is intelligent and alive and working for the good of your life and all of life. But we have to surrender to the divine, and it can be so hard to do. The spiritual journey is about faith. You cannot see God, but God is very much there, very much alive. We have choices to make, but when you choose to trust, when you choose to surrender, when you choose to have faith, because it's a choice, you're going to feel at ease. You're going to feel peaceful, and you are going to see miracles unfold in your life. Things are going to miraculously work out for you, because God is more powerful than you are. It's God, the universe is more powerful than we are, but it's hard for our egos to accept this. But it's the beauty of the spiritual journey, trusting in the unseen, trusting in God and asking of God, and that's being humble, humility versus pride. trying to exert so much control and think that we know what's best all the time when we don't. We cannot see everything. We don't know every single thing. We don't. We simply do not at all, not even close. And so that's the power of faith and trusting God is building that relationship with the universe, but also easing your own soul, taking it easy and doing your best and giving the rest to the universe, right? Okay, so I have to learn to be more patient. I've been learning that. I've been learning that I have to be less stubborn and more trusting of divine timing. I've been learning that I need to balance my logic and mind with my feelings. One cannot outweigh the other. I want to work with both of them together. My balance, my masculine and feminine energy. And the last thing that I've been learning, things I've been learning on my spiritual journey, is to not become so disheartened, to not stay in a low vibration for too long. Because if things don't go the way that I want them to go, like, we could feel sad. I've been learning not to let doubt overtake my mind. Try my best to focus on trust. Again, it comes down to trust. So doubt stems from fear. When there's something happening in your life, ask yourself, if you're feeling down, are you fearful? Are you afraid of something? And so that just means we're lacking faith, right? And so when we are afraid, we are lacking faith. Instead, we can choose to trust in the best possible outcome. Trust that you're safe. Trust that you're protected. Trust that you're guided. Trust in love, divine love, that everything is working out. Our thoughts are things, and our thoughts are powerful in their energy and their signals to the universe. So what you focus on grows. If you're full of fearful thoughts, then you're going to manifest the situations that you don't want in your life, and you're creating your own problems. So instead, when we can embody some strength and some self-control, discipline, and faith, this is how you're going to grow spiritually, and this is how you're going to manifest what you truly want. When you change your mind, you can change your life and change your thoughts. And so let your feelings serve you. If you're feeling down about something, then recognize that. Have empathy with yourself. Show yourself love. But then be humble and recognize that things are happening for a reason. Even if you can't understand it in the moment, it will make sense later on. So instead, you can choose to have faith and trust that things are working out. So these are the things that I've been learning on my spiritual journey. Drop me a comment. What have you been learning on your own journey? What has God been revealing to you? What has the universe been showing you in your own life? What's something that you want to work on to become a better person within yourself? I'm sending you so much love and healing and power into your life. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in my next video.